Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ecom and Beyond. With me today, of course, is my buddy, old pal, Pittsburgh.
What up, guys?
Hope everyone had a fantastic morning so far. We got Sleepy Dana in the house. She gets the Broski point, first person in. Put that on the board. And we have Hip Flip and Mama. Good morning, Mama. Nation's Finds. First time catching you live this morning. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for checking us out. I appreciate that too.
We have Shane M. Good morning. Tease Flips. Good morning. We have Kelly, the Ecom on board. Good morning. Rev Resell. What's up, buddy? Good morning. Crocker's Lockers. What's up, man? I didn't get to catch your premiere last night. I was at work. I'll have to watch it today for sure. We got Burgundy Sales. Ron, what's up, man? We have the Bargain Effect 2.0. Says, good morning, fellas. I think we need to get a closer close up of Nate.
Hey, Nate's all like this.
How about that? If anyone else I missed in the chat, please say what's up so we could say hello to you. Oh, there you go. There's LSP. Good morning, Craig.
What up, Gregory?
So how's things?
How's what?
How's things on your side of the Pennsylvania?
Can't complain. About the same as it's always been.
Right here. Little Bunny Foo Foo. What's up, man? Good morning.
Reseller man.
Reseller man. Good morning. Christina Moore. Good morning.
Thrift Beast.
Thrift BCQ. What's up, Chris? Good morning. My notification probably is going out now. How's your sales on Macari's been? Pretty steady?
They've been consistent. They've been a little bit slow. I actually pretty much the last 2 days I focused a lot on Macari. Almost through all of my Vendu listings for the month already, just in the last 2 days. What's up, Harry? Good to see you, man.
Harry Homestown, what's up, buddy?
eBay's been a little bit slower for me as well, so I'm going to probably do a lot of listing on eBay after the show today, pretty much most of the day. I have somebody coming to take a look at my downstairs bathroom. We're going to get the flooring replaced in there. So at some point today, I'm going to have to take care of that. But other than that, it's pretty much listed on eBay type of day for me, outside of taking this one lonely package to the post office.
Yeah, I'm surprised I've had so much. Well, as steady as like my normal sell stream, because I haven't listed on eBay for a few days now. So
yeah,
I feel pretty fortunate that things are going as smooth as they are. I'm just trying to get what's it called? Trying to get some space down here because I had my Amazon stuff I picked up or whatever down here. So I got my oversized shipment out yesterday. So that helped get some room. And then Burgundy Cell says he's going to come look at your pipes.
I actually, believe it or not, I do need somebody to come take a look at my pipes too. This guy's just not a trained plumber. So I actually need to get a trained plumber to come take a look at my pipes upstairs. So, Yowza. So if you are a trained plumber this is an open invitation over the interwebs to come take a look at my pipes.
Wesley pipes. Did you ever watch what was that? Half Baked.
Half Baked? Yeah, it's been a long time though since I've seen it.
He goes in there. He says, "I'm gonna go get my pipe, Wesley pipes." Hey, we got Jody. Jody in the house. What's up?
Philly Picker. What's going on?
What's up, Philly Picker? Kelly says, shipped off 5 today, 2 to eBay, 3 Amazon merchant filled, and 3 box headed to Amazon FBA. Nice. It's a nice amount of stuff going on. Yeah, I got 1 Macari. I have to pack 1 for eBay. And I might actually have another one going on if it gets paid in time. And then I should have packed something last night for my partial shipment, but that didn't happen. It will today after work for sure, because I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're gonna really work hard down here the next couple of days, because I'm just out of room. As funny as that is, things just need to be organized. I was mid-organized, so stuff was all over the place, and then I kind of just brought stuff down here from RA, and then I'm just stuck right now. So
yeah,
everything going.
Hey, good morning, Kathy. Good morning to Matt, Phoenix Flippers.
Good morning, guys. Appreciate you coming in. So today's topic is overcoming obstacles reselling. I'm sorry. Overcoming reselling obstacles. That's what the title is. So this could go any different type of way, from just what I was talking about, just space in general down here, to difficulties that you might have in business. Hey, what's up, MacMan?
Good never-ending saga in the house. What is up?
How you doing? Good morning.
Every time I see Never-Ending Saga, I think of the big white dog flying from Never-Ending Story. You ever see that movie, Big White Dog?
Nah, I don't think so.
It's this big white dog that flies that people can ride on.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I'm so behind in movies anymore.
It's a super old movie. It's
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I don't think I've seen that. We got Lisa C in the house. Good morning. She said, "Is that the stuff on the floor of my eBay room?"
Yeah, I feel like almost any reseller in their workspace, it's almost like an obstacle course just to get to your computer and or your listing station.
Yeah,
at least it is for me. It's a hot mess down here at all times.
I have this I have to do this river dance to get to my around my green screen to my chair, and
yeah,
my wife's gonna. She was like, I'm gonna help you get things organized down here. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna pack Amazon. So we're really get things.
You're off today, huh?
No,
you're off tomorrow.
Today, yeah.
Thursday.
Good morning, Melanie. Appreciate you coming in. But yeah, just just my basement alone right now. That's the first time I actually had a situation where I'm just feel like I'm just everything's just piled up right now, and I just need to situate myself and get in the sections, because everything's in this front part right here.
Yeah,
I should have my shipping stuff in my shipping area where I initially designed it, with all the different boxes, because I have a nice little area there with all that type of stuff. So like I could put my scale back there, my tape gun, all that type of stuff. And then for the most part, all my boxes are right back there. So that's good. But like all the different totes, and then I just have like boxes from need to get like cleaned up and everything like that, and just kind of like broken down. It'd be a lot easier. We got Murray in the house. Good morning. Appreciate you coming in. It's early over there. It's probably 7 o'clock over that side of the coast. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, it definitely is early over there. Appreciate you being here, Murray.
So what are some things that there's some obstacles that you have to overcome in reselling?
Like for me, I have a different set of obstacles. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say than most people, because I know there's a lot of people that deal with the same stuff as me. But the biggest obstacle I deal with on a daily basis is just like physical pain, stuff like that I have to deal with, like just with, disability and everything I deal with. That's the hardest thing for me to kind of overcome, because it's not my drive. I would much rather be down here listing than pretty much doing anything else, because I know that's going to lead to sales I want. It's going to lead to the kind of money I want. It's going to lead to kind of just, making this resale dream come true. So for me, it's literally just how I feel in any given day, because there's some days where I just literally need to like get up out of the basement and go like lay down. And that's what's been so awesome about Vendu is like I can get a lot done on those days. Just for example, the past 2 days I've listed I think 105 things on Vendu. So I've pretty much almost exhausted my 125 listings that I'm signed up for in 2 days. Just because I wasn't feeling the best to sit down here and pretty much list all day and do all that. So that's the biggest thing for me to overcome, is just physical pain and dealing with the limitations that I have. But if it wasn't for that, I mean, money is always an obstacle, because this is such a cash inducive business. And I'm sort of like, now that I have Amazon a part of the thing, Amazon is super cash intensive, as you well know, Nate. So I went from eBay, where I didn't need as much cash on a weekly basis, to like Amazon, like essentially like triples up my budget, just because, I mean, literally you have to spend money to make money. Well, pretty much on any of these platforms. But the way I would do it for eBay is I would buy stuff dirt cheap and then flip it at a much higher margin. Whereas like Amazon, I'm literally going for double ups. So I'm putting out considerable amount of money more than I normally would to get those items. If that makes sense. So money's always an obstacle, just trying to balance that between the two sourcing strategies, because like I said, it's a completely different way of doing things with Amazon. I think I've navigated that pretty well thus far, but I definitely know that there's a lot of room for advancement there, especially once I can start putting in these wholesale orders and get them gated in some of these categories I really want to sell in. But yeah, I mean, between money and the way I feel, that those are my two big obstacles that I feel like are really holding me back from really just blowing the roof off this thing.
Right. Hey, good morning to Betty Webb. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning, Betty.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way. Like, money's always kind of my it's basically like the choker of my business too. Sometimes, I have weeks where it's like for example, like last weekend, where I was like gung ho about spending a couple grand and not really worrying about it, because I had that Amazon loan that they gave me, and I wanted to put that to good use, which I definitely feel like I did.
Mm-hmm.
I had some good sourcing opportunities because of wholesale, which I need to get one more set up with a different. Hey, good morning, Alexis. Thanks for coming. I feel like that. If I got one more, like, doesn't even have to be anything spectacular. It just has to get me ungated in this item, where my my replenishables would be a lot better, because then I can add another thing to my repertoire.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I want to definitely do soon. Because like you know, now I'm having product that I have that's just kind of sitting because of, you know, of the hard ungatings that it's been having lately with everything. So I just want to be able to get that inventory out and going. I have some inventory here that I was gated in that I had to recall, which I might be able to send in now, as long as it's not too mangled, the product, because you don't know, Amazon sends stuff back, you know how that is. And
Yep.
so we're gonna go through that, but kind of like what Melanie was talking about, she has to basically spring clean to make some room. That's like pretty much what we're doing here in my house. My wife got everything cleaned up upstairs, but now everything's pretty much downstairs with the business. So just I have to like just sort through and like Philly Picker says, finding time, you know, especially for me because I work full time, it just makes it hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to do so much, and then sometimes like, you know, I wear myself out so much that I just kind of sit here and just kind of watch YouTube or do a couple minor things versus doing something where I'm physically running around, you know, doing down here. So I want to get a momentum board set up, so I feel like that would make me, you know, really, you know, stay on top of my listings and get me motivated, or at least hit like a certain mark every week. Versus like now, I probably haven't listed in a week or so. So that's not good at all. You know what I mean? And well, I can't say that I listed one thing within the last week, but you know what I mean? Like it's all about being more accountable what you're doing and really maximizing that time. So I feel like I've kind of taken a step back to where I was, but with Saturday and especially tomorrow coming up, I'm gonna really focus my days here at the house and getting a lot of that stuff done, getting this sorted out, so this way I'm not just like, you know, feeling like literally like my green screen's like on my back. I feel like, you know what I mean, but it's really not. But you know what I mean, like I feel like I'm getting smushed.
So that's why you're so close to the computer today.
It's a snap cam. Like for whatever reason, it kind of like
zooms in,
which I like because it makes the green screen really clear. But yeah, I don't know why it does look a little more closer up today.
What's up, Uncle B? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Uncle B? But yeah, like Rep says, I think as we scale business, there will probably be cash flow issues. If you're ever thinking about doing Amazon or like wholesale, or even if you wanted to do like you know, liquidation pallets and stuff like that, it's definitely, you know, you're going to be spending more because you're grabbing things in bulk. So just that in general will have you spending more money, which is gonna you know, instead of having $900 on at home, now you're sourcing for maybe a couple of days or a couple of weeks, depending on how big your eBay business is. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for a company like Family Flips, for example, they buy pallets and stuff like that. They might run through 18 pallets, you know, in a week or a day or 2 days or whatever. Where, you know, say me and Anthony got one, or Rev or somebody else, they got one, and you know, it can last them 2 weeks just going through it and listing all that type of stuff. And so, I mean, definitely, anytime you're going to push your business farther than what you are doing, especially non-garage sale season for everyone who does eBay, you're buying other stuff. You're trying to find different areas in things to get, because those really cheap, awesome items just aren't available unless you're really lucky on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure, cash flow is probably one of the biggest ones for most people, unless they've been doing this a while and they're kind of set up and they're really happy on how things are going and they just want to kind of slowly crawl. But like for myself, I basically push all my chips in as much as I can, just like I did with that Amazon loan, just to get things boosted and rolling.
Yeah, I would say that to scale pretty much any business to the point where it's going to really make a big difference, it's going to be cash flow intensive. Because if you're going to scale beyond what you normally could be at, it's going to involve an extra measure of cash. Whether, for example, you take out like a working capital loan, or say maybe every month you put away X amount of money, and then eventually once you save up enough money, then you pop and go to that next level. So I mean, there's different ways to go about it, but for me, whenever I scaled up, it basically, like, the working capital loan is what got me there. And now, like, I'm at the point right now where I'm like button right up against needing to do it again. So I probably will end up taking another working capital loan just to unlock all the wholesale that I'm looking to get into. Because I just know that I'm like right on the verge of just taking this thing to another level.
What's up, No Money G? Good morning. He says, "Good morning, everyone. I'm late." That's a negative broski point. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good day, buddy. Steampunk Tom, good morning. Thanks you for coming. Nice to see you. Michelle Lathan's in the house. What's up,
Michelle?
Sleepless Hustler says Family Clips has an employee too and a virtual assistant. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, going through those pallets, like they buy like a truckload, 18 pallets at a time or whatever. They buy a lot, so they can process that stuff a lot faster than, like say me and Anthony, just because they have employees, and stuff like that. So,
well, not to mention they have experience with it too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, for example, even like with packing Amazon orders, like they still frustrate the crap out of me, but for you, it's like no big thing, So it's, I guess repetition makes a big difference. Hey, Mary, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you being here.
Good morning.
D's in the house, flipping particles. What's up, D?
Yeah, like with anything, once you first start doing something, you have to get your systems in place. You have to, know what you need or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all. I don't know. Marie said that, well, based on grounds find, Insta post his house auction caught on fire. I don't know.
Like, you mean like actual fire, or like just tons of people like following it and buying stuff? I hope it's not actual fire. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I hope it's not like fire.
Oh, dang. No, it's fire.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
Oh, dear Lord. Guys, definitely be praying for Justin, man.
Wow. You want to say a prayer for Justin, man?
Yeah, I would love to. Lord, I just come before you now. I just lift up Justin to you, God, and I just ask that you would be with him. I ask that every single thing that was lost will be repaid to him, Lord. I just ask that his insurance would cover every single thing that was lost, from his inventory to the building to everything. Lord, I just ask that you would be with him, Lord God, that this would even cushion the blow. I pray, Lord, that he would even end up with more out of this than what he would have gotten from selling this stuff. But Lord, I just ask that you wouldn't allow him to be discouraged, but you would just continue to send people to encourage him throughout this process and to support him. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah, thanks, Mary, for telling us about that. I didn't even. I'm so busy sometimes I miss out on a lot of different stuff. So I'm glad you told us, but I'm sad to hear that has happened, man. Because me and Anthony really like Justin a lot. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Man. I was hoping he meant his auction house was on fire, meaning stuff was going up in prices or something. But
yeah, like in the NBA Jam sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been great. But yeah, that sucks. Man.
Well, I'm hoping he had all his ducks in a row and he's taking everything to cover everyone. No one was in there that got trapped or anything like that, because all the stuff he got, man, it doesn't take much to really go up like that. So hopefully everything is okay, and he just lost some inventory or whatever, and now you can rebuild and refocus. You know what I mean? Dude, man, I wouldn't even know what to do if that happened to me right now. You know what I mean? All my stuff would be gone. I'd have three kids, a dog, and my wife to figure out where we're going to go next. You know what I mean? So we'd probably be in a hotel room or something until we figured out, where we were going to be living at, or if I'm going to get another house or what the case may be. So
yeah, I mean, thank God it wasn't his house, but I mean, still, it sucks either way.
Wonder what happened. I might have to message him and see.
Yeah, I just left him a comment.
Yes, message him and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a driven dude though, so he'll bounce back. I know he will.
Oh yeah.
It's just a shame that he has to deal with this, especially in the momentum train he's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, we got Cajun Reseller in the house. What's up,
what
buddy?
Cajun? Good to see you, my man.
Appreciate you coming in this morning. But I can't remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about I can't remember. Oh man.
I think we were talking about obstacles and money and scaling and stuff like that prior to Grimes.
I think I was talking about time management, I think.
Maybe you were. I don't know.
I don't know. The chat can help out. We appreciate it to figure out where we're at. I apologize. That totally caught me off guard and threw me in a whirlwind. I'm the type of guy that when the worst happens, I'm prepared for it. So for whatever reason, I went into what happens if my house would catch fire mode, and I started worrying about my next move if something would happen like that, just because that just happened. So that's just kind of how I am.
I got a spare bedroom for you, Nate. You can come over here and lather up your beard.
I'll sleep next to Winnie and Minnie.
Anywhere in my house, you sleep next to Disney stuff. So I mean, it doesn't really matter which corner of the house you're at. There's always some form of Disney stuff. Thanks to my wife. Paul Antonelli's in the house. What's going on?
And Daigle, what's up, buddy? He says talking about that paper. I must have been talking about basically how I push everything forward with everything.
Did you see the web? It says no spooning.
Oh yes, no spooning allowed. I'll have to put Winnie the Pooh or Tigger to protect my spoon side. Sleepless Hustler says my wife works at a hospital. Just said that they called in someone because they might have a case of the virus. Yeah, I was
Dang,
like,
that sucks.
if that's the case, they might have to quarantine like anybody who's been in contact with them. Because I was asking them about like artwork about that stuff, and they said I would be quarantined there if someone would catch. I was like, listen, if Mr. Burns is there, there's no way I'm gonna stay there. No way. I'll go live in the I'll go live in the woods with the wolves before I'd stay there 24 hours a day with Mr. Burns. So
Ken says only forking.
touche. That's funny. Yeah, with my forklift, I'll just stand with it. But yeah, with the cash flow and everything, like what I do, I put all my chips forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm always spending, and what some weeks are better than others. But you know what I mean? Like once I get a good cycle with everything. You know what I mean? Like basically, my Amazon and my work money hit at the same time, roughly, and then you know, with Amazon, for example, like because of the PayPal, I mean not PayPal, the Amazon loan, and they sent me like half my money early. You know, I had like $1,500 just extra that I normally wouldn't have had, so I had that last week, and then I found a lot of good stuff with it, which I was really happy about. That I'm gonna be sending out hopefully tonight for tomorrow, which will be awesome to get that in house. So, like for me, it's just always pushing my chips forward as fast as possible, but on good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, not just on anything stuff that's going to make sense and stuff I know will sell. So, like with Amazon, it's all about the rankings and knowing how many sells in a period. Like, there's some stuff that I'll keep for Amazon where I'll keep here. I'll send in 2 or 4. And then once those couple sell, then I'm like, okay, I can send more next week. And I just basically send them all, or I just send another 5. So, I mean, I have stuff here that I could probably send in, 2 or 3 nice size orders just as it is. I'm just kind of waiting for the price to bounce back a little bit on it and everything like that.
For sure. I think Kent wants me to drop a touche for him. He dropped a few there in the chat.
That is one of the answers.
I made one of these for you, Kent. I mean, it's nothing like the hashtag Vendu crew, but
Vendu crew.
Cajun wants to know what percentage of your stuff is FBA versus merchant fulfilled. Mine's real easy. Everything's FBA. Nate, with your invisible dude.
Mine is 99% FBA. 1% merch fulfill. I have like 1 or 2 items that I bought that just kind of have been sitting. They were not allowed FBA for whatever reason, so I just kept them FBM. I sold one a while ago, and it was like multiple orders in one. So, yeah, I just really like with FBA. Like, I really enjoy, like, once I send it, it's done. You know what I mean? And I get the buy box easier with FBA, and I get a little bit more money typically.
For sure. Yeah, I prefer FBA. It's just a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about jumping through any more hoops. You just get it there and you're done.
And that is true, man. Like, everyone's like, some people are scared to leave the house because of what's going on, and shopping online. So that's all gonna help all of us, to be honest. I mean, it's gonna make e-commerce in general just amazing even better. Like it might even double the normal sales that we as a whole probably have. It might even do more, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Paul wants to know if we're using Inventory Labs. No, right now I'm not. I haven't really dived that deep into it yet. I just started Amazon in October, so I've been kind of trying to build myself up before I invest in too much for it.
Like I do pretty well with Amazon, especially for me being part-time, really. I feel that right now, Inventory Labs is not really worth it for the most part. I mean, because like for example, the one thing that was nice about Inventory Lab is you can print your labels basically like ahead of time and put them in a box. I can kind of do that with my orders I send out now because I have AZ labels, which
AZ labels too.
I've heard from D, if I got a Rollo, that I can actually print my SKU labels with my Rollo, which that would take out one monthly subscription fee, and that would basically pay for my Rollo over time just by itself. So I might actually have to go and scoop one of those up next payday.
I'm surprised you didn't when you got that $1,000. I thought for sure you would have snapped up the Rollo then.
I had my finger on, it was on the trigger for a couple things. I wanted to get a chair, which I kind of figured I wasn't going to do that unless I was going to find something for dirt cheap. That's awesome. But because we were talking about this after the show yesterday, like my chair, it's decent and everything, but the hydraulics and it's not made for a big guy like myself to sit on for 8-hour shifts or whatever. And what's it called? Yeah, it's I just want something more fat man friendly. And
wants to know what level store does everyone have that does eBay? I'm on a premium store, which is the $60 a month store.
I thought it was 50 a month. 60?
I mean, it might. I'm pretty sure I'm paying 60 on it, but I could be wrong unless they changed it.
I'm on a premium store, which honestly, after clearing out some inventory from the auction, I probably should just move back down to the other store because I don't even have 300 listings anymore. Which, like I said, I have 279, so I could fit under just the basic.
Oh yeah, Kathy says it's 60. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was 60. Brittany Brands is in the house. What's going on, Brittany?
Brittany, she's got them brands.
She got them brands.
Matt says he got the $20 store. Reseller Man says he got 2 premium stores. That's awesome. Rev got a premium store. Yeah, I think for the most part, unless someone's kind of new to the game, most of us probably have premium for the most part. Or they're selling through their items, an amazing sell through there, which I can't hate on that because that's mine right there. Brittany says, Cajun, I have the 250 listing one. That's the $25 one. Yeah, like
it's basic, I believe.
I probably should just go back down, but I really plan on feeding eBay the next couple days and getting some listings up, and then I'm going to look at see which one I'm going to use as a cross posting thing. I'm going to look at List Perfectly. I've used Vendoo. I had that one issue, but other than that, it's worked.
Look no further. Hashtag Vendoo Crew.
But yeah, I looked at Vendoo. It did okay for what I needed. The main thing that it does that I believe the other one doesn't is I can delist and relist with basically one click from what I believe, but I could be wrong about that. So I really want to check it out and see how everything kind of works on that end because I didn't do that yet with my 5 listings. And then just List Perfectly, I'm gonna go check out, see how that runs. Just to compare price because I'm a cheap reseller. I like doing things to the minimal, like just like what we're talking about with inventory labs. I just had that as like an extra. That's like an extra $50 a month. Even though the thing would be nice, it would run with my R I have, my Repricer for Amazon. Which, if you're thinking about using a Repricer, it's in the description. I can save you 15%, and then there's a free 2-week trial. Check that out. But it runs with inventory labs, so you won't have to like keep entering data twice, and it just runs right smooth with it.
Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure that my trial ran out today on the Repressor I was using, so I'm probably gonna have to hop on another Repricer like ASAP.
Yeah, once you really get set up rolling really good, where you're pulling, I don't want to say like my numbers, but when you're pulling something decent, definitely want to just pick one and stick with it, because having to input all of them costs of goods prices and stuff, it's a pain sometimes.
Yeah.
Chris the Goose in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Chris? Great to see you, man.
Sometimes you'll see him on T Auction for Use channel. They do auctions, and Chris the Goose always has good stuff. So when I was watching the other day,
Paul's on there a lot too. Antonelli.
Yeah, Paul. Yep. Yeah, I've actually bought something off Paul. I bought that Muhammad Ali photo for Mama, which at first I bought. I was like, that's awesome. I was gonna keep it. Then I was like, who'd really like this? Mama. So I got it for Mama for when she comes to the crib, so she can take it back with her. But yeah, they have awesome auctions, by the way.
So Brittany asked, Anthony, did you join Vendu's new affiliate program? In the words of Smokey from Friday, and you know this, man. Of course I did. Actually, in all of my descriptions now, there's a affiliate link for Vendu. So anybody that joins Vendu, it now helps, my channel and everything like that. So if anyone wants to help their boy out and you're interested in Vendu, just go click that affiliate link.
Cajun man, I'm not a huge person to use different things for subscriptions or fees. I hate paying that stuff. But I will definitely tell you, I'm not going to say Vendu or List Perfectly. I'm not going to tell you which one to do. Try out their trials, and you'll like it better than cross-posting yourself, because it is so much faster. Like, so much faster. And with you doing FBA and eBay, it's definitely worth your time to get something like that and check it out. But at least check out the trial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like trial Vendu, you get free 5 listings. Then I think with List Perfectly, I think you get 20. Check them both out. You know what I mean? See which one you like better. And then there is even a third one called Cross Listed. And on the free version, you only can do Poshmark, but then if you pay the $9.99, I think it's unlimited for all platforms. Like, I guess the main 4, it's unlimited, so it's a lot cheaper. But I don't know how that one works at all, because I haven't used that at all or seen anyone use it.
I didn't know that, Paul. Paul said List Perfectly was good when they did everything. Now they are just clothing. I didn't know that. But that's good information to know, though. Vendu, he's asking how much is it. They have different price points. I'm at the price point right now where I get 125 listings per month, plus I get the cross post feature where I'm basically just like everything that I'm listing on there, I'm just taking out of eBay and putting onto Mercari and Poshmark, because I have considerable more inventory on eBay than I do anywhere else right now. So I'm just using it to cross post to the other platforms, and it's been working pretty well for me. But I'm paying $18 a month for 125 listings plus the extra $5 cross post feature. So you basically pick a plan that works for you, is the way that works. I know that Cross List It, Nate, is that the name of it? That's the cheapest one. Vendu is kind of like a middle of the pack, and I think that List Perfectly is the more expensive one. So it's really up to you, like whatever fits your needs. I started with Vendu when they were free, so I got grandfathered in for the 6-month discount. So I figured, what the heck, I was just going to stick with it because it was working for me. So
yeah, I mean the features that they do have are really nice. They have the import feature. You know, that costs an extra $5 a month, and then they have a man, I was frogging my voice.
What's up, Sonny?
The delist it and list it, which that was something I really liked, because instead of having to just go in and just hit sell similar and do all that type of stuff, I just hit one button and it will set it up, and then I just listed. So set it up for how get get the pricing plan that you feel will give yourself a nice boost, but not overdo it, because you're eventually going to want to get something that you're steadily getting income for, or at least getting a chunk of your inventory plus your new stuff. So that way you're not spending too much on it, especially off the bat too. So
yeah,
find what's good. If you got like 1,000 items in your stores, like if you're like a reseller man who has 2 premium stores, you probably want to get like the most bang for your buck, just because you have so many items. But like,
I know List Perfectly has an unlimited feature too, where you can get endless items cross-posted and whatnot. And if you have, like, say, even like an anchor store or anything bigger than that, you might want to go that route, especially if you have employees. But for me, Vendu is basically something I use on days I'm not feeling well. That's why I love it so much, because I can literally lay in bed with my wife's little Chromebook and literally just cross-post away. And it makes me productive and makes me money on days where I'm just not feeling well. So that's one of the reasons I love it so much. But
like my first sale that I had on my car was an item that I got gated in on Amazon, and it was just sitting here, not a long time, but it was sitting here for a few months, at least 2 months probably so far. And I just cross-posted yesterday, or no, I'm sorry, on Sunday, I believe it was, and it's sold Monday. So I mean, right there, and I don't even pay for any of the monthly fees or whatever. I just use the 5 free listings, because me and Vendu have had some history, let's just say, and they seem to have everything kind of fixed now.
Yeah.
So now that I see that it worked, and they gave me an extra 5 listings to really test it out, make sure everything was good, I'm probably going to buy one of those plans. I don't know if I'm going to get the 125. I might get the one below it, probably.
So Nate's going to join the hashtag Vendu crew.
I'm going to think about it. I got
and Paul says something like, and this is kind of how I feel about it. He says, yeah, but List Perfectly is $69.95 a month. I'm only paying $18, and Vendu pays for itself essentially by getting me sales on these other platforms.
Is that the unlimited one, or is that? I'm sure they have different price plans just in the 70, right, Paul? I'm pretty sure they do.
Hey Dana, Vendu is on the come up.
No G said to grow and to do this full time, you have to pay / give up stuff for other people to do. Hard to do it all yourself. Depends on the business model and how big you want to get. Like, exactly. I mean, like, for stuff that will save you a lot of time and create money for you, you want to invest in that stuff, because that's how you get big. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
To have me have a third of my eBay store get listed in a month, if I would go with the 125 on Vendu, for example, $30. Am I going to make $30 to cover that on 125 listings? I hope so, or I really don't have good inventory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. You will, like, it's hard for me to say you will definitely make your money if you get on Vendu, but I've noticed that everybody that's done it has made their money back just off of selling on those other platforms. Like, for example, like, I made my money back the first day I was on it.
Oh, okay. Paul says, yeah, but the one that does it all is $69.99. Yeah, like for me at the most, I would get the $29.99. That's 129 items or whatever, 125 items a month. But then I'd have to add in the import
Is
and
that for List Perfectly or is that for Vendu?
Vendu. Vendu would be the 125 for what, $29.99 or $24.99.
I want to say it's $24.99, but
And then if I
if I
add
were you, I would ask about the beta discount. They might just grandfather you for it.
I tried doing that, they didn't
Oh, okay.
give me the hookup in any type of way.
Yeah, I got the hookup because I was part of the beta, thanks to the bargain effect. Tommy hooked it up with actually getting me like onto Vendu. So I was actually offered a spot in the List Perfectly beta, and I didn't want to sign up to pay for it. You know, and I found out Vendu was a similar type platform, and they were offering it free during their beta program, and I was like, yes. You know what I mean? If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah, Uncle B said I can't get anything to sell on Macari. I was really happy just getting my first sale. I have like 10 things in my store or something like that because I had a couple things I cross posted the first month, sell on eBay, and one thing I think I auctioned off. I think so. Um, so I'm like at 10 or right under 10 listings. So I mean, it just list the toys. Like think young generation when you're doing stuff on Macari, and you should do pretty well. Um, Toys and just stuff that's real trendy and some vintage stuff that some of us, like my age, 35 ish crew, would buy. And I think you would do pretty well on that.
Yeah, Paul says that he heard that cross posted is only $9.95, no up charges. Yeah, that's what we've heard too. We're actually going to have a show coming up. We have two guests that are coming on, so we're trying to organize both of them to come on at the same time. But essentially, it's going to be like a 3-part show. One person's going to represent Vendu. I think you guys know who that is. And then one person's going to represent List Perfectly, and one person's going to represent Cross Listed. And we're going to all just kind of show off the platform, talk about the features and stuff like that. And then you guys can decide if you want to do cross posting, what best works for you for whatever the price point is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the one that's $9.99 a month, unlimited everything, is probably pretty vanilla compared to the other ones. But I haven't checked it out. I'm just your average guest, just being a consumer, and unless they're just kind of new and they're just trying to get people to join, that's just kind of a deal they're doing, just kind of run it. I mean, if that's all it is, and I can do unlimited everything,
Yeah,
it might be worth it just to try it out and for $10 and just let it rip. You know what I mean? Let's see
for sure.
If it's not worth it, then I'll lost $10 and okay, I can cross that off the list. But
that was how I thought about putting the 18 towards Vendu. You know what I mean? Like if it doesn't work out, I just won't pay it again next month. But it's worked out good for me. So Chris was asking how many items for the $18 a month plan. So my $18 a month plan, it's either 20% or 25% off because I was part of the beta program. So technically, I think it would be like 25 a month because I get 125 listings plus I pay for the cross post feature. Where I can pull stuff from different platforms and put them onto other platforms. So it should either be 25 or 30, but I get it for 18 because of the discount. I think it should be like 25. I think $19.99 plus $4.95 for the cross posting feature.
let me see. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna go on Vendu and see if I can pull it up real quick. It had me update. So 1 second. Yeah, but like I said, like just from a quick glance at Vendu, I like it. Even though like I had issues with it, it's new. It's gonna happen. I didn't like how it took them forever to fix something, but overall, like I said, like after that, it's all said and done, and they went through maybe a little issue glitch, thing or whatever. It's gonna happen. I mean, look at eBay. We still use eBay, and look how many glitches and things happen on there. So, yeah, it's gonna happen. But yeah, it's $19.99 for the 125 items. For 250, it's 30. 2,000,
Yeah,
100, 4,000, 150. And then they have a plan of 25 items for $8.99.
so
And then if you wanted to add delist, it's $5. If you wanted to add the import, which pulls your data off of eBay or whatever, it's an extra $5.
I'm going to just pull up Vendu so that I can kind of show you the pricing plan. Just take me a sec to get it up because my computer's running slow.
Yeah, if you got there's the 125 items is 125 listings or cross post or any way that you look at it. It's how you can do it 125 times, basically list something, pulled, whatever. It's $19.99, but then if you want the import where you don't have like the pictures or it's saved or anything like that, then that's an extra $5. So it'd be $25 for 125 items for that. Yeah, it's not unlimited.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like you have to go into it knowing that it's not an unlimited platform. Whereas some platforms are unlimited. But for me to be on $19.99, plus the $4.99 plan, like I'm perfectly fine with it not being unlimited.
Yeah, this is the starter plan.
Oh, you're already on it. Cool.
It's $8.99 for 25 items. That's 36 cents an item. Then you get this one for $19.99. 125 items, it's 16 cents. Then if you have 250, it's 30. 600 is 50. 2,000 is 100, and then 4,000 is 150.
Yeah,
and then these are the add-ons, like the delisted and relisted is $4.99. That's total for the whole thing, and then importing is $4.99. And if you want to add a fourth marketplace, it's $4.99. And then if you want to do a bundle of that, they actually save you, I think, $1 or $2, and you can just click this to get all three of these for $11.99. Like, I wouldn't need this. Definitely wouldn't need this. And this is something basically the reason why I would probably pick Vendu over List Perfectly, just because of this feature. Because, like I said, I want to keep listings super fresh, and also, I have all these extra listings. I have 500, 500 or 600 listings, and I can drop and relist a couple different times. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure. I would definitely suggest those start off like with something manageable. Like for me right now, I'm perfectly happy with the 125. Could I theoretically do more? Absolutely. I could theoretically do double that easily. But my thing is, you don't want to spend money on a higher plan if you're not going to take advantage of everything that higher plan has to offer. So for me, I'm perfectly happy with the $18 for 125 listings, and I just kind of pace myself throughout the month, bringing stuff over. So my thing is, by the time I'm even done with the 6-month discount, I should have a pretty fair amount of the inventory in my eBay store already over in the other platforms. So that was kind of my thing. Like, so over this 6-month period, I should be able to integrate everything. So then as I go forward, rather than just listing to eBay and then cross posting, I can do one listing and it'll just automatically go everywhere. So that's the plan, at least, to eventually get to that point once I get everything moved over. Hey, Nicholas Parker, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, good morning, Jonathan Roseberry. Good morning, Nicholas Parker. Welcome. Glad that you guys made it this morning. Nicholas says he loves Bendu. There you go. You got someone in the crew. You ain't too lonely over there. Nah, I mean, like I said, like I was upset because of the glitch because I was literally like guns ablazing, like let's do this, let's cross post, let's pump Macari, and then I went to do my 5 listings, and then Bendu just went. So I was like really like upset. So of course when you're upset, you're gonna not like it as much. But they fixed it. So I'm gonna pick what I'm probably gonna go 125 right out the gate to get like a nice core stuff on there, and because I do have a lot of clothing, so I don't know if I want to do a lot of clothing on Macari, but
I'll put it there just because I can. I tend to find the Macari doesn't do as well as eBay or Posh for that stuff, but I have sold clothing on Macari as well. And normally it's like stuff I'm thinking, why did I even buy that? And ends up selling on Macari.
That's right. Nicholas is from Pittsburgh. That is right. We'll have to get together if possible for the meetup.
Yeah, for sure.
Which reminder for everyone: if you are going to the meetup, please go to our Facebook group and say that you are going. I'm gonna put a link in the description or in the chat real quick. If you aren't a part of our Facebook group, that's for you could post if you're doing something with your channel, if you have questions, and anything, just be respectful. That's all we ask. Don't overdo it. But we appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm also going to drop an affiliate link. No pressure to anybody to click it or anything like that. But if you are planning to do Vendu, that link that I just dropped will help out my channel a little bit. I don't promote Vendu because I have an affiliate with them, but it doesn't hurt either. You know what I mean? I've been all about Vendu since they were in beta.
Yeah, but I can definitely say that he's has been pro Vendu since day one, and he just got the affiliate thing like 2 days ago or whatever. So it wasn't like he was doing this big crazy push just to try and sell you guys something.
What's crazy? I thought I was special whenever I got the email because I'd been talking back and forth with the dude Ben from Vendu about them coming on the show and everything like that. So when I got the affiliate email, I was like, oh yeah, this is because like I've been talking with dude about coming on the show or whatnot. And I thought I was like special or something. And then like I come in here, I'm like, yeah, they made your boy an affiliate. And then I found out like they sent everybody affiliate things.
It was funny. Like the next day, like I think Ken said something about it. So it was like, well, that's not a special feature you got.
Yeah, I legitimately thought I had like some kind of special connection.
Yeah, Ron, you would definitely want to do some type of cross posting, but Vendu's it's a good one. Try it out. You get 5 for free. You can do you get all the features whenever you use your first 5 free. You can do the imports. You can start from scratch or whatever, and then you can throw them to all the different platforms that you have. So yeah, for sure. Ken says, Nate, what happens if it happens again after you're paying? And me and Vendu is gonna square up in the ring real quick.
Yeah, Nate don't play with his money.
Yeah, if I pay for something, I either want it's supposed to, if it doesn't work like it's supposed to work, then I expect some type of compensation because I'm paying you money to use the service, and it didn't work. Then we'll have to have a nice conversation.
As of right now, Ken, I'm not being paid, so you don't have to worry about that.
Cajun says, if you cross list to Macari and Posh, does that count as one cross posting or 2 cross posting? So basically,
I think the percentage is 20%, Marie. You get 20% commission for 6 months, I believe, on each person that signs up under your affiliate link. So I'm assuming they'll just give me 20% off my bill for like 6 months or something like that.
If you cross post from say eBay to Macari to Posh, does that count as 1 or 2 listings out of your 125 or whatever you have?
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I was trying to read the chat.
If you take one listing off eBay and then you cross post it to Macari and Posh, does that count as 1 listing out of your total?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
so,
it only counts as 1 because it basically the listing is what they count, not how many times it goes where. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kevin says we definitely know you love Vendu. Affiliate or not. Yeah, he was
definitely swinging from Vendu's Twig and Berries.
He was on he was in chat.
Mr. Burns is in the house. Oh, look, he has a picture now. That's amazing.
Devil horns. That's a good picture, Mr. Burns. Very, very nice picture. My chat jumped. Nicholas says he likes Vendu better than List Perfectly. He thinks. Yeah, I haven't used List Perfectly. I will this week or tomorrow for sure. It's going to be an eBay type of day. I'm probably going to do a working hangout as well. Just to have you guys come work with me.
Can you pull up Paul Antonelli's thing you just said? Okay, so he says, I pulled all my eBay with Vendu. Can you start a listing from scratch, or is it just you have to take active listings off eBay? Both. So if you start one from scratch, you can have it post to up to 4 marketplaces at the same time. You know, that way it's just like a one-stop thing. You do one listing, it goes everywhere. Or you can choose to import it from eBay or one of the other platforms to the other platforms. So whatever works best for you. I mainly do importing because my first rule of business that I want to take care of is I want everything to be posted everywhere. So everything is definitely going to Macari, and then mainly clothing and shoes and accessories and stuff like that are going over to Posh as well. Let's see. Mr. Burns said, Nate, I have better pictures to show the group. You know the nudies. Let's see. Is it going to be a Simpson-ized nude photo of you guys, or is it going to be something that you get from a private detective? Yeah, Reseller Man says, well, I guess it's about time for the daily Mr. Burns update.
I'm trying to think what happened yesterday.
Well, while you're thinking, I'm going to answer Paul's next question. Once an item sells, it does not automatically come off of the other platforms. You can go in and you can delete the Vendu posting, which will kill it everywhere, but you have to actually take that extra step. For me, what I normally do is I'll just log into Macari and Poshmark or Macari and eBay or wherever it sells. I'll log into the other platforms and I'll just delete it right away, like as soon as I get the sale. Buffalo Picker, what's going on? Glad you could join us. Appreciate you being here.
I was talking to Buffalo Picker on Instagram. I was telling him about trying to bring him on the show one morning. So
yeah, come on, Buffalo Picker.
Have him on. Get him some exposure of answer some questions, have some fun.
Yeah, but, I mean, here's the other thing, guys. If any of you guys are ever interested in coming on the morning show and promoting yourself, your channel, your store, whatever you got going on, all you got to do is just reach out to me or Nate. We're always willing to, to promote people and to help out in any way we can. Plus, I think it's cool to have different people on and just to kind of get a different feel for, how you're doing things in your neck of the woods. What's Max Gary?
What's up, buddy?
Seal Sales is in the house. Morning, Lisa.
What's up, Seal Sales? The Mr. Burns update from yesterday was they were, instead of doing PTO call offs or vacation days every quarter, they went and switched it back to, basically you get them for the year. So you have to pick your days way in advance. So I handed in my sheet with the days I wanted for the meetup. So I picked Friday the 17th, 19th, and the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there and I'm like, hey, did you see my days? He's like, well, it's seniority based, and we're gonna have to go through everyone, and as long as no one calls off for the whole week, like 2 people don't call for the whole week, which they shouldn't because it's a week after Easter. I'm glad we picked that. Then you'll be fine. So I was like, well, when am I going to know this? He goes, well, probably at the end of March. I'm like, so for example, like it's for me to know I was going to go on, say I was going on a vacation, you know what I mean? And I was going to actually pay for your hotel rooms and airfare and so on and so forth. I would only have 2 weeks before to do that. Well, he's like, oh, well, I'm sure it will get done a little faster or whatever. But so technically, I'm not going to know if I'm going to definitely have those days off until like towards the end of March. But like I told him after walking out of his office, I says, well, regardless, I'm going to be off those days. So if you like it.
Morning, Kimmy. Ken says he's going to get dealt with.
He's going to have to figure it out because, I mean, honestly, like Monday, I'm the only person on my shift working. So if I'm not there, he's going to have to find someone to cover that shift. Sunday, I receive, which I'm one of the only people that know how to do that job. So he's going to have to figure that out. And Thursday, I lock up, or Friday, I lock up and close. So I'm going to have to give the keys to somebody, and they're going to have to figure out somebody to do that because they can't leave Adam or with the other guys. So it's going to be very interesting.
Mr. Burns. He says, Nate, I'm only playing hard at work because I don't want the other Forky guys to know about our love for each other.
Nah, he acts like an idiot to everyone.
Reseller Man says that you should bring him some donuts. Maybe it will sway him to be on your side.
I think he would be worried about what's inside the donuts if I brought him some. I don't think he'd eat them.
Yeah, might be a little beard batter in there.
The least of problems. It's probably what I can bring him. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't see him too much yesterday, so that's the only really update or interaction I had with him yesterday. I come in and morning shift was swamped, and we had to basically do our own stuff ourselves and not get any of the support that we normally have, like breaking down our trucks and stuff with the lumpers.
Sorry, Caddy. Mr. Craig says, I love the creamy donuts. Yeah, he definitely is a butthole reseller, man.
I've been working this type of job for, I'm going to say like 15 years off and on with my work with my dad and other companies and things like that. And so I know what I'm doing, in other words. So like for whenever like he starts really like trying to like finesse things and try to tell me how to do things a certain way that don't make sense, that's where I have a problem with things.
Yeah, I feel you there.
It's like telling somebody that been doing private label or FB, like Amazon or eBay or anything like that, who's been doing it, for X amount of years, like 20 years or something, how to you're doing your eBay wrong. You know what I mean? Like they would be the OGs knowing what they're doing. So yeah.
That's hilarious. He's talking to Kelly now. You see that?
Yeah, I seen. I'll pull him up on the radar.
Mr. Burns, if you really are a Vendu crew, you should already have a wrench on my channel. Picksburgh approved. That's awesome. Oh, dang. Kelly's about to spank Mr. Burns. It's getting a little risque up in here. It's getting hot in here. So shave off all your beard. Do, 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 do. Nate's going to shave his beard off. Oh, you hit him with it, Nate, didn't you?
What?
Mr. Burns just got hit with the everyday I'm hustling wrench. Nate was like,
Told him my trigger finger's strong.
Mr. Burns, come back. You can blame it all on Nate.
Got him.
Mr. Burns, you want to come on the show tomorrow? Excellent. You know, it would be hilarious if I don't know if you ever saw those skits where it's like, say, like Mr. Burns' face, but then it's like somebody else's like mouth talking through him. That'd be amazing to bring him on the show like that.
Rev says all the things that we hear on the morning show makes the rest of my day more normal.
Yeah, definitely. Poor Twizzle.
My son is screaming bloody murder upstairs like he's being like attacked or whatever.
He's probably upset because you timed out Mr. Burns.
I'm sure he's
like, Daddy, no.
I'm sure he wants his morning.
He's upstairs watching, like, why did you time out Mr. Burns?
Ever since I switched over this new mic, I can hear stuff from above, or you guys can hear stuff from above way easier because it pulls everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one of those.
Yeah. Oh, they wouldn't. They'd have fun to come to my house. They'd see how my kids are taken care of, and they would all turn around and bob face and run out of here.
That would be awesome, Gary. Gary says Mr. Burns is your wife messing with you. If that's the case, I'm going to give Amber a crisp high five the next time I see her.
We're not mad at Victoria.
No, I'm not mad at you, Victoria. Why would you think that?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Burns got timed out again.
I probably
Man smacked him that time.
I probably missed seeing you coming in because I was booting Mr. Burns.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you at all.
I ain't mad at you.
Oh, a little Tupac up in here.
I ain't mad at you. So what do you got planned for the rest of the day?
Listing, and then I got that dude coming over to take a look at my flooring. So that's pretty much the gist of my day.
I gotta pack.
I'll go run to the post office at some point.
I gotta pack.
Package.
I gotta pack one more order, and then hopefully this other person pays. Oh, my cell ran off. No, I gotta set a cell.
Oh, Mr. Burns just timed out. That's gonna be like a new game. Like everybody just time out Mr. Burns. I didn't even realize Mr. Burns was back. Did he say something, or people just like smacking him with wrenches? Well, he was timed out by Kathy now too.
You can time out someone multiple times.
Oh, really?
It'll add to the time he can come back.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mr. Burns is getting hit with it today.
And just for the record, especially in my chat, if anyone ever feels anyone's getting super out of line, they can always use the wrench. Just make sure to time out, not to hide. You know what I mean? If someone's getting out of it.
Mr. Burns is getting it today. Poor Mr. Burns.
I thought it might have said how long he'd. He might be able to if he's lucky, he might be able to come on next time he's on my channel.
You know,
he's gonna be timed out for life.
Ken says this is a prison style timeout. Yeah,
right?
For sure.
This is more like a
he's like getting jumped into a gang right now. Everyone knows it.
Morning, key lime kisses. Craig says never gets out of line. Oh, by the way, where is the line? Well, if you pay attention,
it's right over by Mr. Burns.
Yeah, if you do anything that's crazy, that's where the line is. Mr. Burns was definitely tap dancing on the line as soon as he got in the chat. So
Victoria's in on that gang stomping on Mr. Burns now too.
Get him. I need to figure out how I can adjust this a little more. I wouldn't mind having it like here, so I can talk like this. Got Triple D in the house.
What's going on, Scott? Good to see you, my man. Dude, speaking of which, when are you gonna mess with your dumpster diving vid?
Maybe tomorrow, depending on what I get done. It's really on the back burner, as bad as that sounds, of what all the stuff I got going on. Yeah. I definitely got to get this Amazon order out tomorrow. I definitely got to get some type of organization cleanup around here because it's just a little crazy. But it's definitely on the agenda. Like I said, I haven't even looked at any of the footage to see if it's recorded, pre-recorded worthy.
Yeah.
Because sure. I mean, I guess worst case to worst, I could just make a short video instead of doing like a longer style that I usually do.
It features me, so of course it's pre-recorded worthy.
I guess.
All this twisted steel and sex appeal. I mean, come on now.
Plus there is the sighting of the Dodo Brown.
For sure. Yeah. There was an exclusive Dodo Brown find.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how many people have really been all fired up about finding poop in the dumpster before. We're probably the only people high-fiving over it.
We got DC Sales in the house.
What's up, D? Master of the license plate.
Ken says, if it's too clean, you aren't working hard enough. That's my problem. My wife will bring stuff down that's returns and stuff I order, and just
they're really upset that you timed out Mr. Burns 500 times, Nate.
I don't know why they always argue, but it seems like a little extra every time the show's on. These coming in here trying to help the squad immediately. Let's get the thumbs up. Come on, people.
DC Sales actually just got a shout out in the dumpster diving video too, because we went by the license plate.
Oh yeah, that is right.
License plate.
That is right.
Yep.
Yeah, but I definitely want to put some. I definitely want to put some pre-recorded content out there. It's not like I don't want to, or I just got to find the time. Time management, that's the obstacle. That's probably one of the worst. That, cash flow, and organization, I would say, would be my top three things that I struggle with because.
Dude, you need to teach your son how to edit.
He's not ready for that.
You don't think?
Nah.
Kids are real good with technology. I don't know.
Nah, he's not ready for that. Maybe my wife, if I really, sit her down and show her or whatever. But she'd probably do a pretty good job because she knows how to do certain things with Facebook and stuff where she would use the different programs, mess with photos and stuff like that, where you're adding custom designs or an outlay on top of the photos and things like that. So, I wouldn't mind if she did it. But the thing is with her too, she's with the kids all day. So, and then she does get a break, I don't want to Hey, babe, while you're sitting for the first time today, why don't you edit this video for me?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want her to have her time. Like literally, if I would add probably more to her plate where she's actually doing like more stuff and she's already doing. Well, she helps me pack Amazon, which is a huge help by itself, which I'm thankful, really thankful for that. Like I feel like I would overload her. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Ken said, "Go make me a sandwich."
She makes the best sandwiches in the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say your wife is like super chill though, like as far as like serving you food and stuff like that. Like my wife, go get do it yourself.
We're very old school, I guess you could say, with just how everything is. You know what I mean? Like she's not scared to go get a job or anything like that. Like I don't want to make it seem like that. Like because she's offered to go get a part-time job, but like I told her, I was like, it would actually hurt things because instead of me getting work done, now I'm watching the kids and I'm not going to get no work done. You know what I mean? Even though she'd be able to bring some income into the house, it would literally like.
Andy's back.
It would literally make things slow down for my business. Other than maybe unless I went all Amazon where it was like 95% of my business and then 5% it's eBay and it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the only way I would do that. Sleepless Hustler Macman said I could share my posh closet. I don't have much in there. Like I gotta double check and see the things I have in there.
Chat just said there ain't no party like a timeout Mr. Burns party.
Stomp him out.
He was back for that brief second. He's probably sitting there like watching the seconds tick by too.
I got timed out again.
Timed out like a million times. Yeah, he came back in though.
Yeah, I've seen him come back in.
He like professed his love, and then Brittany hit him with the wrench, and then everybody else proceeded to hit him with the wrench.
That's funny. Brittany's sticking up for the bearded man.
Yep,
bearded wonder. But yeah, that's kind of like how kind of how we are. Like I'm the breadwinner. I bring all the money home, which I don't have a problem with. I enjoy doing what I do. Minus really me working for Mr. Burns, but I mean that has to be in the equation right now. And then she takes care of everything else. Like I'm just super fortunate to have a wife that I have where she does as much as for me as she does. And like you said, like I'll be working down here and I'll be like, hey babe, can you bring me something? She might give me a little beef every once in a while, like about it every once in a while, but she's very old school. She enjoys taking care of her man, and she knows I work hard, and I'm not down here just like watching YouTube videos and just chatting away. I'm getting stuff done. So I mean she is what makes me able to do as much as I do, and if I had anybody else in this type of situation, it would not be. There's no way YouTube would even be possible because just me taking an hour and a half out of my day, before I go to work would never work. You know what I mean? So very fortunate to have the situation I have. Victoria said, "Join the revolution." I'm just crying.
That's funny. The crazy thing is people will probably start doing that in different chats too.
Does he go around the different chats?
I don't know. I can't remember who, but somebody told me that he was on another channel too.
Ciosa says, "Why are we hating Mr. Burns?" Well, first of all, he's my boss and he's a major douche. But second of all, he was crossing the line a little bit in the chat, so we had to put him in timeout in the corner. That's right, Matt. That's right. That's how we do things here.
Oh, okay. Kelly Ecom Mom said that they've seen Vendu Crew in other chats, not Mr. Burns. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
They're probably the same person though.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that. Yes. I have a really good idea who this person is, but I will not reveal.
We should like do videos of us like doing detective work, trying to figure out who Mr. Burns really is.
I'll start playing like
we can like pull off the Mr. Burns mask like Scooby-Doo and reveal the person.
Right. That's basically like I have a really good feeling who it is.
Yeah, I think it might be Ray Finkel.
It might be Ray Finkel's brother. Yeah, because the other day when I timed him out the last time he was in here, or he or she was in here.
That's not me, Matt. I sassed Nate to his face as me.
Yeah. He harassed me with the Vendu Crew, and if you even watch his pre-recorded video when we went out Saturday, he even got my son on the Vendu Crew train. He's
sure did. Thanks, Victoria.
Yeah, he was feeding my son lies.
Meanwhile, a few days later, Dad's ready to sign up for the Vendu Crew. Which, if you do, Nate, I got a link that you can click.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I guess you gotta sign up for Aura first.
I may eventually sign up for Aura, but I just got offered a new a second trial through Excelco. That's like the Mac Daddy of repricers.
Which one was it again?
Excelco. Repricer.com.
Oh. Simply they it's the same person both same person about for both channels says join August 9th, 2019. We'll find you, Mr. Burns. We will find you.
Kent's never going to live down that jacuzzi, is he?
Never. That's why I like him, man.
Next time I go to a hotel, Ken, I'm gonna do a video from the jacuzzi just for you.
You have to do next time you go to a hotel that has a pool, you have to do the Vendu flop.
The Vendu flop. Hey, for Vendu, I'll do it. What's up,
Road Warrior Reseller? What's up, man? Hope all is well. But I think we're gonna shut it down. I'm sorry that you just got here, Road Warrior, but I gotta find a package, and I gotta try and get to work on time because Mr. Burns will be waiting there with a stopwatch.
Now, Kent, is that a Vendouche or is that a Ventouche?
It's a Ventouche.
Okay, just that's what I thought, but could be misconstrued.
Does look like Vendouche. Either way.
Yeah, I don't think I was in the jacuzzi though. I might have mentioned I was in a jacuzzi. I don't think I was on camera in the jacuzzi though.
Thank you.
My wife sent you some behind the scenes footage.
Thanks for just me, Kathy, reminding me. But if you guys at 12 Eastern, we got D Flipping Particles doing her daily Monday through Friday show. So don't forget to go show her some love and some support, and go check her out. But we're gonna shut her off. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming in and all the new people that have joined us. Thank you as well. If you aren't subscribed to me or Pittsburgh, please make sure to do so. And also, if you're watching right now, make sure that the bell is clicked for all notifications. Because, for example, of all people that I did not have a bell clicked on, I didn't have it for Pittsburgh yesterday. So I don't understand how that's even possible.
Tisk.
So YouTube might be out there trying to do some shenanigans, trying to kill off some of my subscriptions or whatever. So double check that.
Subbed, bro.
Double check that bell. Make sure it's clicked all, and subscribe and smash a thumbs up on your way out. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll be on Anthony's channel tomorrow, and we'll see you later.
See you guys.